Welcome back, StockSmart family. We're going to start off the day with AMC right here. All right. And we're on a 10 tick. We've got the HA Colt shaft trend cycle and a custom study that is asking when the shaft trend cycle is above 30. So it's giving a signal. Okay. And I might have taken the, yes I did, I took the TEMA out to a 34. That's the triple exponential moving average. I'm going to pull it back down into a 21 period. Okay. Looks like we're finding support and some consolidation there. Let's see how we're doing on the weekly. Okay. Market forecast. I'm not going to wait too much for that. Looks like Tesla, Torch, Clove, ARAV, and AGTC. That showed up in my email early this morning. Okay, these are all on the for YouTube example for the daily. And chances are this YouTube example daily is the same also. Except it has NENTX and NEO on it also. Interesting. All right. So now on the weekly, as we can see, we are starting to, level off here. I didn't catch that one. I was drawing lines. Alright, so we're probably going to have a breakout to the flat side. Looks like this is our flat side up here. Maybe not. Alright. Let's remove our drawings and clear them. And we'll start a new set. Let's take our low. Our high. Alright. And it looks like right through here is that big, support resistance stop that's holding things back. Alright. Now we'll look at GTT. It showed up on the lists early this morning. And let's see if it was rightful to. See, when we got our low here, and then of course, early warning signal to start building a position. Okay. GTT Communications. Let's check our weekly here. I see. Yes. All right. So all of this buying right here was caused by all of the shorts covering. All right. So the shorts are starting to cover. And that's probably exactly what you guys want to hear, isn't it? All right. See, look at all this. I mean, this is just downwards action, and they can hold a position for quite a long time. So, as long as they manage it. All right. So we can see we start to get these upward signals and then price pops. Same deal. All right. But it looks like we're going to see this reversal through here. So GTT communications, we are getting upward signal. So let's maybe extend it out nice and slow. Okay. Come back in here on the daily. I don't know that's going to be it, but let's just take and draw some trend here. Yeah, that might get it. There we go. So we'll use those lines right there. And we'll start looking for breakouts in this area. So we can see on the daily, we'll experience a bit of a drop in price now for anticipation of the cross to zero and upwards movement. All right. Looks like that's why Neo is on our list here. Let's check Clove. Clove did its thing. Not quite yet. Look for some sort of recovery with the HA Colt. Let's check out Hims and Hers. I don't know what it is, but it came across my email, so it was worth paying attention to. There we go. All right. A head and shoulders pattern with a slightly lower shoulder. Let me see. All right. And some stocks even came across on the Kapok Weekly. Now, one stock moved so swiftly through the motions that I can track it right through, and that's GTT. It went through just about all of the motions I would expect a stock to do in a week's period, but just this morning. Okay. Let's see if anything's on the Kapok for the day is true. And let's check some Darvis signals. Come hither. Okay. With a recent low, though, that's a good thing. I like that. It's hit a recent low, and it's, oh, see here? See, our cross above zero was reason to look for an exploit, okay? And when we started approaching and getting very, very close, things got bullish. You got a doji, then a big signal to get in. Of course, from here, they're able to cover this entire area. In price with this big candle. So they're able to take control of most of that range. All right? That's stuff that we don't necessarily like. Okay? But when it got above zero, there really wasn't much, much of anything they could do. You can see as we approach that line, our resistance here, we got above zero, and from here to here, we got that breakout. All right? It's a very important thing to look for. Okay? And we can see it a little bit more prevalent here. Gap up candle here, nice gap up candle here. All right? Kind of got stuck inside this triangle. All right, and then of course, right as it got above zero, it got pushed down in anticipation for the spike up. And I've noticed during these push downs, there's always this downward VWAP fake out signal on the lower time charts. On the further out time charts, it doesn't happen like that. It stays accurate, but on the lower time charts, that VWAP will give you some false signals. So we must watch for that. And this pop up and run over, it's a typical drop-off situation. That just is what normally happens. I don't trust those too much. All right. Strike 1 through 4. And it did come up and touch that line. Tested this one, was rejected back down. Okay. So the Weiss wave here was accurate. So the TTM LRC should have it pointing down. Oh, I was wrong. Just this big move up here shifted the direction. That's okay. We're allowed to be wrong too. But for the hims and hers to be popping up on our lists, we can see that it could be telling us to start building a position. I can see where we're at on this LRC. So if we stay here, drop below this LRC, I'd like to build an LRC trading strategy. I'm pretty sure I've come across one, but I don't know that it was as accurate as I would have liked it to have been. There we go. There's that downwards action. So maybe I did chart it out right. We're catching that pop for today, though. Oh, what else? I think GTT was on the pump and dump list, too. I say. I do believe it was. Looks like some of our lists are running a bit slow today, but there we are. Yep, right on that pump and dump. Alright, so we're already topped out of our LRC. We're not really pointing back up at a high drastic angle either. Let's see how we are on the weekly. We're still pointing down on the weekly. Okay. I gotcha. So it's just a trap. I'm good on that. All right. And we've got daily and weekly. Let's see if we can tighten up these signals. These weekly signals, they're good, okay? We can see. Aha, perfect. All right, look at the bottom of this disc A. Oh, baby, that's great. Down on the weekly, that's the low. All right. We're going to wait until we can start building a position, and it still might get pushed down a little bit more. All right, let's check out our daily. See, we're going to get pushed down some more. Okay, let's wait for that push down to finish. Likely around this expiration before we reverse and go back up. So I'm going to say look to get some of these Dolores. Let me see, 24, 22, $24 level. Okay, and if we want to verify that, let's go in and check the TPO and see if there's any area in that level. Meaning a space, a gap, spot for a gap fill. There sure is. Right there, baby. 25.63. All right, so I want to know when it starts crashing and gets to this gap fill. All right, so we'll create an alert. I want to know when it's at or below 27.18. That should give me plenty of time to look for a position. Very good. All right, what else we got in here? Everything in here is a little salty for price. Little high tasties. All right. Oh, I like that. Look at the point of control way up here in COG. That's Cabot Oil and Gas. Ah, I see. I see what's going on. All right. We've got our pullback. We should run up or at least try to test this before it gets pushed back down. So you might not get all the way up there to 18, but you might get up here to this $17 level before it gets pushed back. Let's just see here. And strike that through there. And looks like $17. All right. Now let's check out that VTNR. All right. Now we've got the high hopes for VTNR. All right. And it looks like over and over again, it is going to continue to go up. Of course, we've got large shorts from this area, but, I mean, we're right in there. The company's probably in way down here at this level, so there's great support. As long as it continues to tread these waters here, I can see it having a bounce and going up again. All right? Yeah, so that's that daily. A little bit of a pullback right now. The weekly, though, we can see what happened. Kind of looks like a mini AMC, okay? Kind of once it got above zero, approached it, price blew up, got pushed back down. Now it'll get. It kind of looks like it's overextended on this weekly chart, though. I think it could keep on going up. Weekly and daily seem to say so. All right. So we'll look for a pullback down here into this area and then a bounce. All right. So long term, that's probably a very long term hold. Okay, what was another one we needed to look at? Maybe nothing there. Let's check out the got you. All right, on the weekly, where's the point of control? Is it way down here now? Okay. So the point of control seems to have been lowered on the weekly. All right. But on the daily, it's up here at $85, and still the low value is 56. And I think we are trying to push it down, push it down, push it down. That way they can take advantage of the upside when the market reverses. Okay. And the 4-hour point of control is up here at $70, and it's still getting pushed down. All right. But see, last signal was a VWAP with a low of $12. And we are approaching zero with, now imagine an undertow of a wave, okay, for a tsunami, okay? This is kind of what they do before they push. All right. So we can look for these big undertows in the water. Or let's just say divergences here and between the chart, differences. Here on the 1-hour chart, we can see we're sitting at our point of control. But outside of that, the point of control is much higher. And that's something we need to pay attention to. All right. So got you and doi you. And see, we're at the height of our point of control here on the hour. But on the 4-hour, we're way up here at $14, and it's still doing the same thing. Everybody's, probably shorting it. So let's just say people went short mostly from, this $14 level. And it's probably the same thing for got you, too. They probably shorted it from the $85 level, and they have not allowed it to recover. Here on the 4-hour chart, though, we can see, look what's about to happen. And I said, when this does start to happen, it starts to approach zero. See, we got our buy signal here. Signal to start building our position through here in this dip. All right. And now, of course, this is all, dip buying, building your positions. But, if this is the point of control, then this could be where they went short from. That's also another way to look at that. All right. So let's go back over to our AMC here. All right. And we can see the LRC on the 4-hour is, we've kind of accepted price with a slightly upwards direction. Maybe leveling out. Hope it doesn't turn down. All right. See, that's a nice healthy point of control. Very good. You don't want the control to get too out of control. I see. Oh, wow. And you see, this is why I said that 145 strike could be very important. We check out the LRC and its ability to where it might top out at. And there's the 90s, up here's the, 150s, so 100s. So, that 145 would be right around here. That's probably somewhere about the height of the probability band. Okay, so yeah, that's a little high, but I would say somewhere between here okay, which didn't really take us that far out now, did it? Kind of made it look like the GameStop chart. Ruh-roh. Okay. Let's see, and our point of control's down here. All right, so The retail still has control here. The market maker done lost it. All right, and we are about to get above zero. So we're going to see, that typical pushback and then pop. So we may even see a pushback down to this $39, $40 level, but that is the snag it to buy up more. So even if they are able to do that, push it down, but that's going to be your magic number. Looks like they've got a nice gap fillable area here in the 38, 36, dollar level. So let's come up just a little bit above that. That's the 41.42. I want to know when it's at or below that. That'll let us know that it's reaching a critical point to start building a position. We can see the very bottom of this is, way down here at this level. I don't see that happening, though. Everything looks pretty healthy. All right. Yeah, here's the lowest value and control point here at 52.14. Okay. We still can't get above that, $60 level, 60 couple dollar level. It just can't quite do it. But it will. All right. And then let's check out our Teslas one more time. Now, why is it when I type in a symbol, it just wants to go silly? Very good. 675, high of 678. This morning, pre-market. Awesome. All right. See, their point of control is a little lower. Retail probably started to bump this up pre-market. Here they did. VTNR added to the YouTube example daily all stocks. I mean, VTNR could be having a little push today. All right. Very good. And had you been watching the channel yesterday, you would have known about that little Tesla pop that happened today. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button, please. Really helps me out. All right. And our LRC's upwards direction here. Cross above zero here on this squeeze. And we show pop. All right. So we expect that slight pushback before the continuation of the run. All right. But this LRC could change direction to the downside anytime now. All right. Yeah, we had this huge run up, and now we've had this, this is a similar pattern we've seen before. And if we're charting from our lows across, looks like when we finally broke this, support here, it found this lower LRC as the support. So this will be the next breakout we're looking for. And as it started to pop up here, and you can see in these gap fillable areas that these were prices that it hit. All right, so we can expect the 530 and then the 478, then down to the 349-ish, and then here's a big gap filler right here at the, looks like the 320s, 321, and then a bigger one yet here. So we may see a drop all the way down to this 182, dollar level, and then there's some gaps in here that might hit it on the way down too. All right. Because if we were to back that out to the weekly, year over year, growth. Let's just see from this low here, or, I probably drew it from this one. Okay. You don't want it to move up too quickly. So even going from, the 2019, say 10 or 15, 13%, another 13%, what's the bottom of our LRC in here for the weekly? Somewhere right around here. So this is probably the area I expect to see it get to. But if we really get a bearish flag here and things start to fall off, then be on the lookout for it to start going back down, and, we'll hit that $70, $80 level again. I can usually see these moves, go back in the videos, watch them. You'll see it's accurate. And that's what scares me about it. It scares me to read a chart accurately and then see it happen in front of my face. Because then I'll get confident one day and something will go horribly wrong. Because that's just the luck that I have. All right. See if there's any moving scalpers on the day here, but on the weekly, without an upwards VWAP signal, it doesn't necessarily say that we should be, joining the bulls. All right. And see if there's anything on our reversals for the daily. And since nothing shows up there, let's see if there. Yep, here we go. Clove and GTT are being squeezed. Squeeze them, yes, they are. Let's see. Very good. Very good, very good. All right. I see. Big ceiling right here. So you get a big pop up to this $22 level, you're going to get pushed down. Get above the $33 level, and there's not much to hold you back. So we can see as it starts to get above this level, this price should take off as it approaches certain levels. So let's see what happens. $3. All right, so let me know when it gets out of this gap fill that it's in right now, because it's in a gapper, and it needs to get above that gapper before I vest any faith in her. So get above 326, and then I'll take a look at it for this run right here, which should happen when it starts to cross above zero. Oh, man. Well, not really. This thing might not even cross above zero until, oh, goodness, November. I got a long time. They're going to pop it up to $3 just so they can short it from there all the way. They're going to knock this thing all the way down to zero. To zero. It's going to zero. All right. Let's see if there's anything on our RSI gamma list. There is. AGTC, Clove, GTT, and ORPH. And ORPH has been around. NNDM. Tesla's on the 4 YouTube example. Very good. All right. Some lovely stocks today on the watch list. I hope I was able to point out something for you to take advantage of today. Get out there, make some money. I'm about to do the same.